use the same. So I'm going to use the same static methods and static variables to call them in another class, same package, where this static variable, static methods class is there. In the same package, I'll create one more class. There I will call. That means basically I'm doing one class, static variables and static methods. How can you call in another class of same package? This is the scenario, second scenario. So let's do a second scenario. We can. So let's click on methods topic here. Methods. So come down and you can see scenario 1 is done. How to call static members in the same class. Yesterday we have done this. The second scenario is scenario 2. How to call one class static members in another class of same package. Read each word. One class static members in another class. How can you call? Both classes are in the same package. That means same group. So class A, static variables, static methods. How can you call in class B? Simple example. So first point. So let's create first the class, right? I want to create a class first. So without class we cannot, right? So let's create a class. So a new class I'll create. I'll create a new class. So let's.
You're creating under methods program only, right?
Yes, under same package. Same package I told, right? That's a scenario first understand. Okay, scenario first understand. So that's very, very important. Same scenario I'm replicating. Okay. So you can see I have method programs package. I'll create a new class. How can you create a new class for particular package? You have to select the package, perform the right click operation. New class. So I'm just call static members in another class of same package. I'll create a class name also similar way. The scenario name itself, I'll give my class name. Call one class or call static members, one class static members in another class same package. Even though it's a bigger class name, fine, it's fine. But follow the class naming conventions. Each word first letter should be capital. So take the main method. That's it. Click on finish. Because I'm not going to create anything here in this class. I want to call static members demo class variables and methods I'm going to call here. Now tell me which access modifier is not allowed to call in another class?
Private.
That's it. That's the answer you have already. Which variable, which method has a private, that variable is not going to be visible in this class. If you want to call, you have to change the permission for that. You really want that data or that method, if you want in this class, you have to change the permission for that. So you can see other members you can call. So other members you can call, like which are not having private, all of them you can call, because the default you can access in the same package any class. Protected also you can access same package any class, and outside package also possible if it is inherited. Public you can access everywhere. So only private members you cannot call in the other class. So first, so C is a private, so you cannot call this, leave it. Methods, division method is private. That's why I cannot call this one also in another class. Remaining all I can call it. So let's go and call one by first one. What is that? First formula is how can you access one class static variable in another class? So just practice this. So what is the formula? What is the answer? How can you call one class static variable in another class of same package? What is the answer? Answer I have given already here. So what is the answer?
Class name dot static variable.
Class name dot static variable. So class name is, what is the class name? Which class members you are calling? That class, not this class. So I'm calling this class members. This class members I'm calling. So the class name, this is the class name. Copy this and go and call it. As per this, go as per this. Dot. What are all visibility showing? F is visible, I is visible, L is visible. So I want to print F value. But value, this is the value. So value, if you want, you can directly print, or you want to do some more calculations, you can do some more calculation. For example, I want to do multiplication of 5. With this F value, I am multiplying with 5. So that I'll get a float value. So it is returning a float data, float output equal to this one. So this expression is giving some data. That data I'm storing in the output variable. This output data type is a float data type. So again, this is a local variable data, right? But did I declare F here in this class anywhere?
No.
So did I declare F anywhere in this class?
No.
But it is coming from where? F value is coming from
Static
this class. Static, this is the class. This class static member you are calling. How you are calling? With the dot operator. Class name dot static variable. Then I am doing my own calculations. So then I can print this output. What is the output value? I can print it. So how can you print? So in the double quotations, whatever I keep, that's a string data. Output value is, so this is all string plus I'm concatenating my output value. So output variable value, output variable value, output variable value. So we're printing, that's it. So this calculation, this is the expression. This is called expression. This will give you output. That output I'm storing in this variable. That variable data I'm printing here. See, if you execute, see F value you are going to get, and it is going to 3.5 multiplied by 5. So some 17 point something you will get it. Float value. See, 17.5 you are getting. Because this F value 3.5, multiply by 5 means 17.5 you are getting. So that's the correct output, right? So you do manually also. You will see. So that's any static variable if you want to call. What is the another class? What is the formula? Class name dot static variable. So this is the value. This is the value we are getting from this class. So what is the f value here? 3.5. This value you are getting here without declaring it. That means reusability. You are reusing. Next. What is the next formula? How can you call one class static void method in another class? Class name dot static method. So void method I want to call void without parameters. But void without parameters can we call here? Because so this we made it as a private. So can we call this void without parameters? This is the method I want to call. Can I call this now? Can I call in this class?
No.
I cannot call. See, if I try to call, what will happen? So what is the answer? So class name, first write the class name. See, it is not visible in this window. Division method anywhere, can you see here? Not visible here. Why? Because of less permissions. So anything which is private, which is not visible outside the class. So any member has a private, so that is not visible outside the class. So if I want to use that, what I need to do? I have to change the permission for that. So let's go and change the permission. See, if I write, what will happen? Suppose even though you have written, what is the error you are getting? The method division from type static members demo is not visible. So what is the suggestion? Change visibility of division to package. Package means package is nothing but a default. So that means higher permission, little higher permission you give if you want to use that division here. It is suggesting for you. So I'm going to give a permission for this. Instead of private, I'll change the permission for that. So I'll give public permission. So I'll comment out this. So I'll give a permission here. Instead of private, what I'm changing? I'm changing to public. So now this is going to have higher permission, right? So that means you can use anywhere in this entire project. So see, now error is gone here. See, error is gone now. Because why it is visible now? You given a permission, complete permission. See, I didn't create division method here in this class, but I'm calling from another class. How we are calling a static method? Class name dot static method. See, the formula also similar formula. As per the formula I'm not doing anything great here. The class name place, I have written the class name. Dot. Then method name. So simple. Now you can execute the code. All the division method code is executed for you. Even though you haven't created in this class, you are calling from another class. So next formula is, how can you call static void parameterized method under any method or in the main method in another class? So what is the formula? Class name dot static method, but with parameters. So we have two parameters, right? I'll just put a two parameters. So Next, see class name. What is the class name? So this is the class name. So put as a class name as it is. Then what is the next dot is there? Then what is the parameterized void method? Swap method. This called swap without third variable. Now 0, 0. You give what are the values you want to give. I will give 45. I'll give 65. Any numbers you can give. So what is missing here? Why it is throwing error? What is missing in this line? What is missing? Why it is throwing error? Can you find out the error on the 22nd line? By seeing on the 20th line.
Parenthesis.
Parenthesis already there, right?
P1, we need to declare like P1 value is declared, but not the
P1 value I have given, right? That's what 45 I have given P1 value. And P2 value is 65. So as per this, everything is perfect here.
Semicolon.
semicolon.
That's why formula, follow the formula. I didn't put a semicolon. Remaining all as it is I have given. P1 value means what, madam? Parameter value, integer value. Here you declared parameter. This method as a parameter. That first parameter value I'm giving 45. Second parameter value I'm giving 65. That's a values only, right? If you don't understand, ask me. Don't be, blank. So you have to ask. See, that is the values how we are passing parameterized methods. A value 45. A is the first parameter. That's what first parameter value. Second parameter value. That's the meaning. I just a generic formula I have written. That first parameter value I have given 45. Second parameter value I have given 65. If you want to change, you change it. You change it. Any numbers you can change. Up to you. That's what the parameterized method advantage. User can input any data for the method with the parameterized methods. That is only possible. User can give his own data with the parameterized methods only. You don't have provision here. You cannot give any input for the division method because there is no parameters there. You cannot give data. Okay. So that's it. What is the next formula? Just as per the formulas only. Everything formulas only. So if scenario, same scenarios you will get in the real time. Okay. See, how can you call void methods are done? Both void methods are done. Now what is the left now? Return type methods. That means the methods which returns a value. It is giving a value, you need to store somewhere, right? That's why first, what is the data type it is returning? What type of data it is returning? Then the variable you put to store this method output. And from which class you are calling this method. So that class name dot that return type static method. So let's call that. So it is returning a double data. I'm calling so generate a random double number. So rand value equal to the class name is this is the class name. From this class I'm calling get C. Method name is a static method. That's why SC is there. What is the method is returning? Double data. So which class this method is declared and defined? Static members demo class. You can easily tell method is returning what type of data from which class this method. So where this method is declared and defined in this class. See how meaningful they have given that. So please understand that the three words. First one is a method name. Second one is the return type. Third one is the class. So it will store in this way. This method, this is a output. This is some value. This value you are storing in this variable. So you want to print. Let's print. How can you print? Print statement. So random value is plus rand value. Okay, so execute the code. See, 0.23365, something like that. So next, what is the next formula? Everything as per formula. How can you call return type static method in the print statement? See, everything as per formula only. I'm just calling, just following the formulas. So first formula I'm keeping, I'm following that. So what is the answer? The answer is, so system.out.println I have to write. Let's put SYSO control bar. So you got Sri Lakshmi this one now?
Yes, sir, I'm getting that.
Okay. So the foreign heat temperature is plus. So how can you call? See that this is the readable statement. So readable string, okay, string. If it is anything in double quotation mark, what is that representation? It's a string value. Then I'm appending. You can join strings with the plus operator. So the plus operator. Next, what is there? Plus operator after class name. So put the class name. So from this class we are calling, so that class name. Then dot. So which member you want to call? Which static method you want to call? Convert to Celsius degrees temperature. Call that method. So what is the output you want to give? So I'll give 32.0 caplef. Caplef is nothing but a float value. So number after decimal after you are giving caplef is, that's a floating data type. That's the meaning of that. So execute this. So say 89.6 Fahrenheit degree temperature. Okay. So this is our second scenario. Any questions before closing?